Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today is March 6th, and we're going to be talking about Beyond the Gates. I might be a little quick. I don't know. I shouldn't say every time I think I'm going to be quick, I'll be longer, but I'm excited because tonight is Thursday. Do you know what happens on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Severance drops, and I can't wait to watch it. But that's why I am going to talk about the gates now. My GH review will be later. I don't know if it might technically be in the morning, like after midnight by the time I get it uploaded. Because after I watch Severance from like 9 to 10ish, then I have to watch General Hospital and then I have to record the video. So I'm going to do it. It just might be a little later. I'm sorry. All right. But the first thing I noticed about Beyond the Gates today was in the opening credits. The Fido Xavier was the director. Sorry if you hear that noise. It's the ice machine. I just turned it off, but the ice is still going to fall. Fido Xavier is the director. I don't know if he's like the only director. I would assume not, because this is the first episode I've noticed Fido's name on. Guys, if you don't know that name, he was the director for General Hospital. And I haven't really been paying attention to General Hospital as much because it's kind of been sucking lately. And this might be one of the reasons why. I went to IMDb after that because my mind was blown, and it had that Fido was working for General Hospital like 2007 to 2024. So I don't know if he's been gone. He hasn't been there all year. And I feel like he's probably just one of the directors at Beyond the Gates. But wow, there's so much going on behind the scenes of General Hospital. That's why it's falling apart. And I realize I'm talking more about General Hospital and it's supposed to be about Beyond the Gates, but I'll probably do the same thing with that one because I think this is a really big deal. I Googled it. I hadn't seen anybody else say anything yet, so this might be his first day. We might have breaking news. Like DC, I don't know that you watch my reviews, but if DC, if you watch this, I need you to hit up Fido and interview him so we can know the scoop. So you got it in, you got a connection with him. All right, 2 minutes in, and I haven't talked about Beyond the Gates except for Fido. So get to my notes. We start with Haley and Bill. Bill wants a stay-at-home wife. And we know that because Danny gave up everything to be his stay-at-home wife, to take care of his kids. It is so weird seeing like the reflection of the lights in my glasses, but I'm trying to see y'all. Sorry. I'm not blind though. I can't see without my glasses. See, I can still see. It's just a squinting. I don't want to give myself wrinkles. Bill wants Haley to be like Danny and give up everything to just, be his career. I wonder if he want any more kids. Goodness gracious. I don't know. Not that anything's wrong with that, but I don't know. Maybe there is something wrong with that. Having kids that late in life. I guess since they're rich and they can afford to have someone there to support them, that's cool. And Haley's younger, so I guess that works. But I don't know. I never wanted to be like at a grandparent age with my kids because you want to still be able to like go to the park and play with them and stuff. But anyway, I'm off topic, y'all. Sorry. My notes are all over the place. But yeah, I think Bill wants Haley to give up everything for him like Danny did. And even when Danny comes later, that's basically what she warns Haley that that's what's going to happen. I actually felt like it was a kindness. I think she gave her some words of wisdom and so a cautionary advice. I don't know that Haley perceived it that way, but she'll know when she knows. It will come back around. And I don't feel like these are in order, so I'm sorry if I'm going in the wrong order. I was trying to put my notes in an order that was easier to talk about versus the way that the show aired it, but so much of the show got my attention and got me distracted that I was forgetting to take notes, so I'm all over the place. So I have Danny and Andre next. He's trying to, and she's like, I told you, not again. He was like, you mean not again? Which is the same thing I said. And then we see how long that lasted. So now it's like, again, which I ain't mad at her. I want Danny to have fun. And I don't mind that it's something that she's not serious about him. I don't mind that either. Because anybody, you ever been through like a breakup, a bad breakup? I've never been married, so I can't say I've been through that type of breakup. But I've been out of serious relationships. The next person, the first person, that rebound, that's not your forever bae. That's not it. That's fun. To, get the kinks out, get back in the habit, saddle, whatever metaphor you want to insert in there, but it's not forever. And I'm not saying it's not possible, but I don't think it's possible. So maybe I am saying it's not possible. Yeah, I don't know what that note means. Oh, okay. It was nice to see Danny with Chelsea. She was being a good mom and not overbearing. Chelsea was blaming herself, and Danny was saying, "No, that was on me. I'm the one who acted a fool." Guys, I love the dialogue in this show. If you don't get it, if you're not from the culture, you might not understand. But there are so many little hidden gems in this dialogue that are something that only a black mama would say. Like, I acted a fool. Can you see a character on Young and the Restless? Can you see Victor Newman or Nikki Newman talking about acting a fool? No. And it's not an insult. It's just it makes the show feel more real, and I appreciate that. And these are the things when people talk about. I know DEI is a curse word now. We can't talk about it, but this is what we mean when we say like the representation that matters. It doesn't mean just put any person of color in a position to check a box. It's actually people who have that lived experience who can translate it. They have black writers in that room. You can't convince me otherwise. All right, we see Martin and Smitty. Dang, I said, dang, Martin don't know what time the kids come home because he come in the house and asking about the kids. Smitty's like, they still at school. That surprised me. I'm like, you don't know their schedule? Like, you don't know what time they get home from school? That's because Smitty must be doing everything. I don't like Martin's attitude with Smitty. I still think at the way the story is progressing, Smitty is going to do some foul shit. He going to find out something he shouldn't find out and report on it. And I won't like that. But Martin might deserve it. He is so rude to him. He's constantly saying these things to kind of put him in his place. And I can't understand, like, what their dating life was like. Like, these problems don't just pop up overnight. I wish that they would have worked it out sooner. And I guess what probably happened is that Smitty gave in. And he was content for a while, but now as the kids are getting older, he needs more. It actually makes a lot of sense. I didn't like at the end of the conversation when Martin said, am I understood? Like, he had put his foot down. I was like, whoa. Like, I don't know the dynamics in a man-to-man relationship, but if a man come at me like that, whatever he told me to do, I ain't doing it. It don't even matter if I want to do it. At that point, am I understood? No, I don't understand. Help me understand. Explain it to me, please. I dare you. So whatever happened next, Martin might deserve it. Can't talk to nobody like that. Oh, dang, I didn't put any notes for this, but I have just the names of Ted, Kat, and Ava. I keep calling that girl Ava. And I like her. I don't know why. I don't know. Because it's an E right there. I'm not spelling it wrong. I just want to call her Ava. But I remember what happened. They were, Ted was at the office. Kat was being a bitch. I was glad to see her being a bitch in front of her parents. At least she won't hide it. And Eva was eavesdropping, and they were having too many good father-daughter moments, so she had to break that shit up. I won't mad at her. And then later we saw Kat following her around, and then Eva sending that recording of the video about how great Nicole and Ted's marriage was to Leslie. I don't know what they're gonna do, how they're gonna damage it, but I feel like when that video gets played at that ceremony, it's gonna be something bad. All right, we see Ashley and Derek. Poor Derek. Derek seemed like a really good man. He loved that woman, and he is trying his best to like not appear insecure or jealous. I'm very proud of him for. A more insecure man would have a problem. So you can tell he got a little bit of a problem, but he's handling it well. He's not projecting onto her. Like, I don't know what more you could ask for a man, especially when we all know whatever he's picking up on is there. Like, Ashley cannot say a sentence without talking about Andre's name. Like, girl, like, you practically cheating in front of your man. Just like emotionally, just the way that you talk about that man, the way you revere him. It's gross. Let's see. Naomi and Jacob. Oh, I was like, who is Naomi and Jacob? I keep forgetting who Naomi is. Carice. Hey, Carice, if you see this, was in stream with me earlier. Thank you so much for coming by. You and Dolomedics. I appreciate you having you guys here. I got some for Dolly later, too, in here. But yeah, you like Naomi, and I agree. She's a very sensible type of character. She does seem good. Um, Jacob feels bad for trying to be a good cop. Like, he was just doing his job, but he did kind of choose his wife, the family, over the law. But even if he had wanted to like pursue the case, they wasn't gonna let that happen. The money is too loud for that. Naomi, the actress, is very good at being like older sister. She has good older sister energy. She seems like the voice of reason, a sense of like peace and calm about her. I can dig that. And then I already talked about this, but when Danny went to see Haley and she was talking to a woman I think she was warning her in her own way. And then Haley said, I never meant to. I was so glad Danny cut her off. Because what is at the end of the sentence? We are all adults here. You didn't mean to. It was an accident. You don't slip and fall into a penis. I promise, that's not how it happens. So annoying. I wish she would just be accountable and be like, yeah, I wanted your man, I took him. Then I might like her. I like a vixen who's not afraid to like be a vixen. It was interesting wardrobe choice in the scene between Danny and Haley. They were both wearing the same colors, different patterns, but same colors. I feel like that was probably on purpose. It's just black and white, which, you know, the opposite ends, but they both were mixed patterns. I thought it was interesting. I hate Bill. I'm seeing if my daughter was paying attention, because I hate Bill. I hate the way that he walks. I hate the way that he talks.
I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch one, it's going to be that rap.
All right, that's enough. I don't want to copyright. I don't know if y'all heard her in the back, but she was rapping Kendrick. Hate the way that you walk. Hate the way that you talk. Hate the way that you dress. Sneak this, blah, 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 blah. It was a funny little moment we had in between us, and now we shared it with you. But we don't like Bill at all. He's not very likable. I don't know what it would take for me to have less disdain for him, and I don't need to like him. He reminds me of Adam Chandler. Like, I hated Adam Chandler. Maybe Bill needs a twin brother. It's like Stewart. Like, who's the one from One Life to Live? Asa Buchanan, hated him. Like, I don't mind hating a patriarch. Edward Quartermain, I don't mind that. Yeah, don't mind it at all. He can stay like bad guy for me. And I may grow to care about him as a character and still not like him, and like just value his presence. I like Derek, and then they were so we have Derek and Ashley at the bar with Naomi and Jacob, like a double date. Again, all Ashley can talk about is Andre. There's my partner. And then who shows up? Andre. And why would you pull up that seat? Why would you take that invitation? Why would she invite him? Like, your man is right there. But of course, that's what had to happen. As soon as he got on his phone, it was like, oh, I gotta go. My daughter was like, oh, he going to see Danny. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. And then we was right. Again, which I ain't mad at you, Danny. Do that. As long as you want to do that. Let's see. I'm going to say that for last. Haley, every time they show her, if she not complaining to Bill about Danny, she on the phone with Carolyn. Can Carolyn clock out? I don't feel like she is really your friend. I feel like since she worked there, she just being paid to be like your friend. Bill is getting her a little extra. Like, it's nighttime now. You still got to talk to her. Give that woman a break. Can Caroline get a love interest? Can she have something else to do besides be supporting for Haley at work and at home? I feel bad for her. When Andre went to see Danny, why was he staring at the door like that? Like, Danny's grooving, she dancing, she feeling herself, that's cool. But then, like, did y'all see how Andre was standing? He was kind of like holding the door, like gently caressing the frame. It was just really weird. It was a weird look. And I know he was trying to give like sexy, but like the biting of it didn't do it for me. But it did it for Danny, and that's the main thing. But it was weird. This is a note from my daughter. She says this every episode, how much she loves the music that they use. Very soulful, R&B, and it goes with the flow of each scene, and I appreciate that too. I would love to I don't know if they have like a house band that does all their music. That's really cool. Whoever, I know I could probably find it on the internet one day when I have time. I'll look into it. Or if anybody, if you know already, comment below and let me know. Maybe we can talk about it. I wonder if they need like some poetry, because I can spit something. Oh my God, that would be so cool. Anyway, I got distracted about what it'd be like to be like performing on Beyond the Gates. Get them some poetry and hit her. Everybody can snap for me. Even after Haley and Bill done had sex, Haley's still thinking about Danny. But then Danny showed up. I know I'm out of order here, but that was a note I made as well. All right, so last thing. I didn't even remember this, but the first time, when like the first or second episode, the family was around. They was talking to Chelsea, and they were talking about something like a boyfriend. I didn't remember that I said this. My daughter had to remind me that I said it, but it must have been something about the way that she looked or responded to that I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure she's gay. She's gonna like women. But I forgot I even said that. And then later we see her talking to dude, and it was feeling pretty. I was like, I don't know, you need to know him a little better. And then when they was outside, I was like, dang, his wife. Like, damn, I felt bad for Chelsea, because I'm like, dang, you thought you was about to go home with him, and now his wife right here. And then they walked out together. I was like, oh my, oh my, oh my. And the crazy thing is that it was something about Chelsea that I must have sensed. Dolly, this is where you come up. When we were talking, was it today? Yeah, it was early today. And we said we surprised that, I don't remember how OnlyFans came up, but I was talking about OnlyFans. And then you said you were surprised that one of the soaps hadn't did that yet. And then we agreed that if a show was going to do it, it would be Beyond the Gates. And then we talked about who would be the person that potentially would do something like OnlyFans. And we said Chelsea. You know, I was thinking like if because maybe her modeling career didn't work out, or maybe she just wanted some sense of control in her life, a way to rebel. And then to have this happen in that episode was just like, yes, it's not OnlyFans. Not that that's not coming. We don't know. But to see like this, as a mom, I'm older, I'm a mom. I do see it as a way of acting out, a rebellion, taking control of what you want. That being said, I don't want to offend anybody. I believe in sexual liberation and freedom. Consenting adults can do what they want to do. It might just be that this is her thing. The psychology behind it might not have anything there, but for the sake of this soap, I'm pretty sure that it does. Or you know what? And even if it doesn't, like her family is gonna look at it more like the way that I'm saying. They're gonna look at it. They're gonna receive it as more of a reflection on them, versus what she wants and what she needs. And maybe that will be the story. Maybe we will have a very like mature story of sexual liberation and freedom and being open-minded and just open. So what is it? Polygamy, polyamory, something like that. I'm sorry, I don't know all the terms, y'all. But this is new. This is new. I don't think it's just gonna be a one-time threesome. Maybe it will be with those people, but I think we're gonna tell like more truly moderate progressive story. I'm here for it. It might get a little comfortable watching it with my daughter, but we got through it today, so we'll get through it. And if I have anything too out of pocket to say, I'll say it when she's not here or when we're not around. But yeah, I was very pleased with the episode. Even though I feel like Dolly, we kind of predicted that path, it still caught me off guard and surprised me. And I love it that a show can do that. Like, that wasn't even how the episode ended. That wasn't even a cliffhanger, but it still left me like, what? Loved it. I do wonder who Bill called, because that was the cliffhanger we ended on. I need to see you now. I think it's going to be a cop. I think because he was thinking, when he came downstairs, I was like, damn, you still thinking about Danny? You obsessed with her. And when Bill finds out that Danny has moved on, he's going to lose his mind. But he's still, I don't know how much, part of it is he's still obsessed with her. He likes to be in control. But he wants to punish her because she stood up to him. How dare she? So I think that he's probably calling someone in law enforcement. So as much as we think Danny got away with it, I don't know that she did yet. We don't know if Bill's going to let it go. So interested to see. Oh my God, it's 8:50. You know what happens at 9 o'clock? Severance. So I got time to take a bathroom break. Give me a glass of water. Thank you guys for tuning in. Anybody who's watching this, I appreciate you so much. Every like, every share. People are sharing it. That's crazy to me. every comment. I love the comments. Thank you so much for commenting. I'm sorry sometimes it takes me longer to respond because I only get like a notification once, and then I have to log in. I either have to go look at the video to see if there are new comments or go to the YouTube studio to see the notifications, but I'm trying my best to keep an eye on it so it's not too long between comments and my response. That's one of my favorite parts about it is being able to talk to you guys, and you know, from your comments I can kind of get to know you. I can't say I know you personally, but I'm trying, or at least know what characters you like, how you feel about certain things. That's what I really want. As much as it's nice to see like the subscribers numbers go up, that's cool, but I'm really just interested in like having cool people to hang out with and talk about, you know, these crazy ass characters in these shows with. This is Beyond the Gates. I'm going to talk about General Hospital later. I've also reviewed Paradise on Hulu TV. It's done with season 1. If you like mysteries or action thrillers, watch it all the way to the first episode. When you see how the first episode of Paradise ends, you'll be like, okay, I see where you're going. Lots of twists and turns. Great. Severance on Apple TV. That's actually my favorite show, favorite work of art. Everyone involved in that project is like on their A game. I have like one thing that I didn't care for too much in the show out of every little piece. It's damn near perfect. Yeah, so you can check that out on Apple TV. It is on season 2 now. I can't imagine not getting a season 3. It's like the #1 show on Apple TV. It's probably like the #1 show in the country. So many people are talking about it. It's nice seeing so many newer people discover it. I've been a fan since before like the writer strike. It's been 3 years since we had season 1. We're on season 2 now because of you know, pandemic, writer strike, all stuff just kept happening. Writer strike, actor strike. All right, I've been talking for 2 minutes, and I finished talking about Beyond the Gates 2 minutes ago. I do this every day. I never like want to stop, and it's crazy because the analytics say people don't watch all the way to this part anyway. So I'm really just talking to myself, but I must not mind. All right, thank you guys for everything. See you in a little bit for General Hospital, and then maybe tomorrow if I can go live at some point. Today I went live like from 12:30 to like 1, like right before lunch. So that was a pretty neat time. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Live long and prosper.